Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Crash Landing. So I have been messing around here trying to get my camel packs automatically filled using Steve's Factory Manager. And it seems like no matter what I do, I can't make it work, because for some reason the auto crafting inside of Steve's Factory Manager, this right here, the inputs will take a camel pack, the outputs will accept a camel pack, and you can set damage values and all kinds of things within this crafter. You know, if we come in here and choose a camel pack, you know, we can take this camel pack, we can come in here, we can go precise detection and go 100, which is an empty camel pack. And so, I mean, this should work. And then, you know, we could come over here and then just say, you know, a water bottle to go next to it. And it even recognizes that this should make a camel pack that is 1/4 of the way filled, but it takes the item out of the chest, you know, or takes the camel pack out of the chest, takes the water bottle out of the chest, runs through the cycle, puts the items back in the chest in a slightly different spot, and it just, I don't know what's going on. It's not working right. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to use Steve's Factory Manager for this, unfortunately. I'm definitely going to be using it to automate these machines, though, because one of the biggest failings of the thermal expansion machines is the fact that you have to have access to all of these different sides depending on what you want to do. Well, the nice part about Steve's Factory Manager is regardless of what is up against that machine side, you can still access it. So let's say we have a power cable coming in to the bottom of this fluid transposer. We can then say to output our or input our water bottles from the bottom as well, and we can input the water bottles right along with inputting our power. So that is great. You know, we can make these much more versatile. And so I think that Steve's Factory Manager still very definitely has a place, and I'm going to be using it quite a bit, especially with like the seed automation. I don't know that I could do that with anything else. But for doing things like the camel packs and I don't know, pretty much most of our crafting, I think what we're going to have to do is look at getting applied energistics. So, between episodes, I've been keeping this soul sand creator busy, and every once in a while I just go ahead and grab all of the soul sand out of here, and that tree is just so loud. But I'll just grab all this soul sand, and then come up here to my sieving station, and I have made several more autonomous activators here, so that it sieves faster, and then I just dump this soul sand into there, and it'll sieve it for me. So we have gotten, as you can see, a whole lot of nether quartz. Now this nether quartz is going to be very important to get into applied energistics. Now also we have gotten a little bit of crushed cobalt, a little bit of ardite, and a few gas tiers, and these are going to come in really handy for making I can't think of the name of them now. The Pokeballs. Here, let's just take a look at that. The Safari Net from Mine Factory Reloaded. And we'll want these for auto-spawning later on so that we can get specific drops, and that'll be kind of handy. But, so, I think what I'm going to do, I've got to get a few more diamonds set up. I guess that's the wrong chest. That's still the wrong chest. So we only have 6 diamonds, so I think that I need to get some gravel in here and get that sieved so that we can get some more diamonds. And another thing, you know, you could see here we have only 29 Certus quartz, and these are used a lot in applied energistics. But one nice thing in this mod pack, we can go here and grab a stack of Certus quartz dust, put that in our crafting grid, and we can make a stack of Certus quartz crystals. So we have, you know, almost a barrel and a half of the Certus quartz crystal or dust right now. So we have plenty of quartz crystals. I think actually we'll probably run out of redstone long before we run out of the Certus quartz. But so I'm going to get this set up, get some more diamonds together, and then we will start taking a look at getting our beginning AE system running. It's a beautiful thing looking around this area and seeing all of this fruit ripe. I could go around here and harvest and probably fill my inventory with all the stuff that's here. But I got to thinking about what we need to do here, and it's been a couple of episodes since we've looked at our quest book. So I pulled it out and took a look at it, and we have a quest here that we didn't even bother to claim the reward on. So this is the end of the beginning, and that one was asking us to make a printed circuit board and a plastic sheet. And that's going to give us some iron ore dust, some slime, and then we get to choose either slime plant seeds, rubber tree seeds, or redstone. Well, we have unlimited supplies of redstone, or pretty close to unlimited supplies. We already have a rubber tree, and these slime plant seeds, even though they would be easy to attain, yeah, I think we'll take those because I don't feel like sieving dirt to get grass seeds. So we're going to take that, and we're going to look here just a little bit more now. So on the making a killing, I have been working on this, and the only thing that we're missing now, I guess we still need to kill a whole bunch of skeletons. We've killed 11 of 40. And then we have killed 9 of our 10 Endermen. So we still need to kill a few more mobs for that. And I can tell you this, we're definitely going to be taking the sync core on that. But, so we'll keep working on that one. We're getting close. So now we're going to take a look at this. Power underwhelming. Well, we are finally getting somewhere. However, before we can really progress, we need a source of power. I think I've found a perfect place to start. Those teleporting aliens leave behind these curious pearls that give off some strange energy. I think you could build a generator that uses those as fuel. So at a bit over 20 minutes per ender pearl, this isn't a bad source of power. I'm sure we can do better, however. So this wants us to make an ender generator. So if we come in here and take a look at the ender generator, we need one of the PRCX LX100 logic expansion cards, a furnace, 2 redstone, 2 eyes of ender, and 3 ender pearls. So we're going to run up here real quick. I think that I have 5 ender pearls. So we'll just come up here and see what I've got. So those should be in here. And we have 6. So we don't have much extra, but we do have a little bit. So then we'll need... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. We need 2 pieces of glowstone dust, and we need to make those. With our ender pearls, we'll get 2 eyes of ender. Okay, we happen to have some redstone in our inventory. Here's a furnace. And that should cover everything. So if we... Oh, we need one of these. So I've got 20 of those still, but I'll have to keep making those. And if we can get some applied energistics online, that would be great. So that we can start having that stuff auto-crafted. So we've got our ender generator. Now let's come in here, and that is going to give us 2 ender pearls and 6 hardened energy conduits. So that's nice. So we'll go ahead and grab that. So next up, we've got getting chilly. You may have noticed it is more than a little warm on this planet. Before your brain fries, let's set up a way for you to cool down. Provide me with enough power and some water, and I can provide you a way to chill water to beat the heat. Don't lose this reward. You only get 1 shot. Water on its own cools you about 0.05 degrees and maxes out at 37 degrees. Cold water cools you by 0.1 degrees and will give you hypothermia if you drink too much of it. So this wants a leadstone flux capacitor and a water bottle. So over here we have a leadstone flux capacitor that we got from a quest, and we'll quick run downstairs and grab a water bottle, which we have tons of those now. And this should work now. Now this is going to give us 2 snow and I think that's 8 iron. So we'll manual submit that. Oh, we need 4 bottles of water. Okay, well, let's... There we go. That's simple enough. Okay, so we'll claim that reward. And then we have iceberg. Okay, you now have snow. Quick, before it melts, use it to build a glacial precipitator. A snowball and a water bottle will give you cold water. Useful if you get overheated. Well, we just change our camel pack. But so we need to make a glacial precipitator. So let's go ahead and hop up here and see what all we need for that. So we'll come in here and we go glacial Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, so we need our 2 blocks of snow, a machine frame, a piston, a reception coil, and 2 pieces of copper. So we need 2 pieces of copper, a reception coil. Do I have any pistons? Yes, I do. Okay, so we've got a piston. We have our 2 pieces of snow and a machine frame. Okay, so that should be everything that we need here. So we'll quick throw all this together. There's our glacial precipitator. And I just clicked on that. Okay, so that's going to give us a spawn high golem and 4 cold water bottles. So we'll claim that reward. This high golem, it's kind of like a snowman, just built to resemble the high oven. So I'm not even going to worry about him right now. So the only things that we have left here is ramping up and making a killing. So let's take a look at ramping up. So we need a stable power source, and I believe the reactant dynamo provides a perfect solution. Build a dark place to trap those monsters that roam the night, feed them to a grinder, and pipe the results into the dynamo. Should be good enough to run quite a few machines, I think. So 1 grinder will provide enough mob essence and gunpowder for 2, possibly 3 reactant dynamos. Keep an eye on your power and add more if you need to. So this wants us to make a grinder and a reactant dynamo. So let's take a look at what we need for that. So first we need the grinder and then the reactant dynamo. Okay, so the grinder, we need an Invar sword, 2 tin gears, 2 books, a reception coil, a machine frame, and 2 pieces of plastic. Alright, so let's gather up a few things here. So, looks like we have everything we need there. Reception coil. Do we have some books in here? Yes, we do. 2 books. And we'll need to make a sword. Oh, we are running out of inventory space. Well, let's clean up a little bit of stuff here. Guess we have some seeds here that I need to get rid of. So we need a stick. Now, what else did we need? The tin gears, which is iron surrounded with tin. And I'm not going to have enough inventory space. Let's see, we can drop that off. So then we need 2 pieces of iron and 8 pieces of tin. Okay, well, we should have most everything that we need here. So let's go ahead and make our tin gears. And the Invar sword should just be, yep, standard recipe. So that should be everything. So unfortunately we can't shift click that one. That kind of stinks. So we got those 2, the machine frame, the reception coil, and 2 books, and, whoops, what am I doing? And get a grinder. So now we need the reactant dynamo. So this requires one of our logic expansion cards, 3 bronze ingots, 2 bronze gears, and a transmission coil. These bronze gears are iron or with bronze around them. So let's see if we have enough bronze here. We have 4 bronze. So it looks like I'm going to have to smelt some bronze, and I'll be right back so that we can build this dynamo. Alright guys, so here we go. We've got our reactant dynamo, so that should finish that quest. So let's go ahead and go in here, and this will give us 16 conveyor belts, 4 gunpowder, ooh, and a bucket of mob essence. So we're going to go ahead and claim that. And that finishes all of these quests with the exception of making a killing. So we're going to have to get ourselves a mob trap set up, not only for completing this quest, but also to make use of this reactant dynamo. And we could use some ender pearls anyway, so that'll be good. So let's take a look at what else we've got. So this has opened up now all of the rest of the quest chains. So let's just take a look in here. So in Under Pressure, it says we've got 3 available for completion. This has not changed, but I would kind of like to get to this one, but we need to get the tools of the trade first. So we're going to have to do a little bit of city exploring here pretty soon, I think, because a lot of these tools can be found in the cities. So in Salvage Operation, once again, we're waiting on the triple play one. This is the high oven. So I think what we're going to do for that is make use of our clay that we're getting from the boiler. Sludge boiler. So if we look at the high oven, the high oven is made out of these scorched bricks, and the scorched bricks can be made by pouring seared stone over a brick. So we can make all of that clay into bricks, and then poured some seared stone over the top of it, and we should get tons and tons of those bricks so that we can make our high oven. So that's something that I will definitely look into doing, but I think we'll probably wait until we have a redstone furnace, because that will really cook up those bricks a lot faster. So we'll put this one on hold again for a while. Now we have Into the Technological Revolution, which says we have one quest with an unclaimed reward already. So here we have Covering the Basics. So before we get working on the more complex stuff, let's make sure you have the groundwork down first. So this wanted us to make a printed circuit board, a PRC LX100 expansion card, and a machine frame. And this will give us a machine frame and either an Invar, 4 Invar, or 4 Electrum. Now Electrum is gold and silver, and Invar is iron and nickel. Now, we really don't have a lot of uses so far for gold and silver, but we've been using iron like crazy. So I think we're going to take this Invar, and we'll grab that and see what else we've got going on here. So now we have MFR Basics, which if you don't know what MFR means, that's Mine Factory Reloaded. So MFR Basics, the start of good things. So this wants us to make a precision sledgehammer and an upgrade tin. So let's take a look at what we need for those. So we have the precision, that should be good enough, and the upgrade, and we'll just, I think if you go tin, no? I know that you can do that, but somehow you can get it to where it's just the tin. But the precision sledgehammer is 3 sheets of plastic and 2 sticks. That's pretty simple. And then our tin upgrade is 3 tin ingots, 3 sheets of plastic, 2 redstone, and 1 gold nugget. So both of those are pretty simple. We can grab the stuff here for that real fast. So we're going to need to break apart a block of tin here, and let's go ahead and throw that Invar in there as well. So then we can get to where we just have 3. Then we need some of our plastic sheets here, and we're going to use the rain plastic because we're not using those. And then we need 3 sets of the plastic sheets. Well, whatever. We have 3 of the plastic and 3 of the plastic sheets. We have what we need anyway. So then we have that. And what else did we need for this upgrade? Redstone. And we have redstone. So we should have everything now. So we've got the sticks and the sheets. Makes our precision hammer. Then we put these across the middle, tin across the top, gold nugget, and redstone. And that will make us our tin upgrade. So that should finish that quest. That will give us another expansion card, some Invar, and some rubber bars. So we'll go ahead and claim that. So now we've got Green growing things. Trees from leaves and saplings, trees for leaves and saplings, crops for food. You've been harvesting by hand. It is time to move beyond that. I have not been harvesting by hand for a long time. A harvester set to shear leaves should finally put an end to your water woes. Huh, that's what I've been doing for episodes already. Just remember, you don't get saplings from doing this. Perhaps a second harvester-planter combo just for saplings would be a good idea? No, not really. When you run the leaves through the fluid transposer, you get enough saplings to be able to replant. And actually, I have a surplus of saplings. So remember, all MFR machines except the grinder affect a 3x3 area. Install range upgrades as necessary. The grinder works in a 5x5, I believe. So the only thing that we're missing here is the fruit picker. So let's take a look at the fruit picker. Okay, so the fruit picker, we need an Invar axe, 4 pairs of shears, a redstone reception coil, a machine frame, and 2 sheets of plastic. Are we running out of machine frames yet? I think we are. So we're going to have to make some more machine frames. Now the machine frames take electrum. Oh, we have a machine frame in our inventory, but just the same, we'll make some machine frames. And twice as much Invar. So we're going to have to break apart a block of Invar. And we'll just, whoops, that's not how I wanted to do that. Thank you. So now we'll just throw those back, resort that. And so now we have our electrum and that. Then we need glass. Oh, we don't have... Yeah, that's enough. We need same amount of glass as we need electrum, and then we'll need 4 of those. I guess we have 1, but... So now if we go this in the center, electrum top and bottom, glass left and right, and then Invar in the corners, we get our machine frames. So let's make up a few of these. It'll be so great when we don't have to worry about making these manually. So we have 1 of those left. We'll go ahead and toss it back in the barrel. So let's see here. We needed Invar shear or Invar axe. Oh, we need to put on a camel pack. So we needed an Invar axe, so that's 3 Invar, and then we needed 4 sets of shears, which will be 8 iron. And let's see here, we have 1 stick. Well, guess we'll make some more sticks. So, yeah, that's pretty simple. And what else did we need for that? The reception coil and some plastic sheets. Okay, so the reception coil, we've got a whole bunch of those, and 2 plastic sheets. Alright, so we should be able to make everything here now. Invar. And then 4 sets of shears. So we need a shear in each of those spots. That, plastic sheets, reception coil, machine frame, fruit picker. Okay, so that gives us this reward, item ducts, a better barrel, and some raw plastic. Kind of pointless, I've got all of that readily available, but yeah, we gotta complete the quests. So, using what you've got. With the grinder running, you are making a lot of mob essence. Time to put it to good use. So we don't have a grinder running yet, but we will soon. So a task where the... Okay, so craft, we need to craft an auto spawner, an auto anvil, and an auto enchanter. I think we're going to wait on this one. So all creatures great and small. Along with plants, you now have animals. These machines will help you care for them. So this wants us to make a rancher, a chronotyper, and a breeder. Once again, we don't have our animals yet, so we're not going to worry about this one, so we're going to wait on those. Basic machines, so now we're getting into thermal expansion machines. So you have to start somewhere. Though basic, these machines should serve you well while you get the rest of your technology infrastructure up. Plus, the pulverizer can take over for all the ore gravel and ore sand hammering you have been doing. It will happily turn ore gravel into ore sand, and ore sand into ore dust, It even will output bonus ore pieces, just like a hammer, although at a slightly reduced rate. So this wanted a pulverizer, a redstone furnace, an energetic infuser, and an auto packager. So we need to make our furnace and the packager, so let's take a look at what those involve. So we need the redstone furnace and the auto packager. Is that one word? Well, whatever. It's here. It is one word. So the auto packager is 3 pistons, a crafting table, some iron, and a redstone reception coil. And a redstone furnace is some bricks, a machine frame, redstone reception coil, and some copper. So we should be able to get all that together really easy. Once again, we'll be breaking apart a block of ore. And it'll be so nice when we have our AE system so that we can do this all a lot easier. So we need our 3 pistons, a crafting table, so we're going to need a piece of wood. And what else did we need for that? A reception coil and some iron. So we'll grab 4 iron and the reception coil is over here. So we should be able to make that now. So real quick, make that. We need this. And actually, I think I can shift click that. So there we go. There's the auto packager. So then on the redstone furnace, we need some bricks and a machine frame, some redstone, a reception coil. All right, so let's grab a reception coil. Do I have some bricks? Yes, I do. And that should be everything that we need there. So let's grab that. We should be done with this quest now. So this will give us another Invar battle wrench, some impulse item ducts, and 2 pneumatic servos. So that's good. So advanced machines. All right. A lot of the more complicated tech requires some advanced thermal expansion machines. So we already made the glacial precipitator. Then we need to make a magma crucible and an induction smelter. So let's take a look here at those. So we need the induction smelter and the magma crucible. So the induction smelter, we need copper, Invar, a bucket. That's pretty simple stuff. We're going to have to dump a little of these things out of our inventory here. Getting pretty clogged up. So let's go ahead and dump a little of this garbage out real quick. We got a lot of machines that we've been crafting. So we need a bucket, which... Actually, let me just see here. Can we make a bucket out of aluminum in this pack? No, we can't. Okay, so we need the bucket. What else did we need? Invar, copper. The reception coil. And there was one other thing, wasn't there? Yeah, machine frame. Okay, so we have everything for that. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we need to make the bucket. Okay. So that should give us the induction smelter, and then the magma crucible, we need some nether bricks. Now, do we have nether bricks? No. So I'm going to have to smelt up some nether bricks, and I believe we also had to make a leadstone energy cell frame for that, so I think we're going to stop on that. Let's take a look at what else we've got here. So, basic AE. Although a true AE system will take quite a few resources to set up, you can get the basic infrastructure set up fairly easily. A decent way to get organized fairly early, and when you do get an AE controller set up, the ME storage can easily be placed into an ME drive. So this wants us to make an ME chest and an ME 1K storage. So let's take a look at the chest and the storage. ME chest and 1K storage. Alright, so the ME chest, we need a conversion matrix, some glass, a chest, and some iron. The conversion matrix is a basic processor with some Certus quartz, nether quartz, iron, and fluix dust. The fluix dust is Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone dust together. the basic processor is silicon and redstone around the expansion card. To get silicon, we have to smelt Certus quartz. So this is going to take a lot of crafting, and that's pretty well the basics of applied energistics. And the ME1K storage is going to take some of the similar things. This storage cell takes a basic processor surrounded by Certus quartz and redstone. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of crafting involved in that. So, let's take a look at the last set of quests that we have available here, and that is creating life. So the creating life quest is going to give us some of our non-hostile mobs. So first we're going to look at this 1-up. So this wants us to make a shell constructor and then a shell storage, which that's actually what's shown here. So you only have 1 life. You die and that is that. Or is it? With a bit of work and some effort, you can give yourself a second chance if the worst happens. Or even a third or fourth. Note, important. Due to an interaction between Sync and Enviromine, you must save and exit your game directly after you sync to a shell. Otherwise, Enviromine loses track of your temperature and heat. Failing to do so could lead to bad things happening. Again, a save and exit and then coming right back in fixes the problem. I will not be responsible for any negative consequences if you ignore this warning. Yes, we understand this. Once you have created a new shell, you need some place to store it for future use. While you can leave it in the constructor until you die, that leaves you vulnerable until the constructor builds a new shell. Shell storage is a better solution. Simply supply it with a redstone signal of some sort, a lever works, and it is ready for use. Walk in and you can sync to any available shells. Note, inventory, health, hunger, heat, and hydration are not shared between shells. Plan accordingly. Also, if a shell storage loses its redstone signal, the shell it is storing will be lost, along with its inventory. So this is very important. Don't break the redstone signal. The other thing is that I have heard that if you break the block underneath a shell storage, the shell storage disappears. I mean, completely disappears. And that, I don't know if that was a bug that has been fixed or what. But so, that's something we should probably do, but I'm not going to worry about that one just yet. So, lonely. You may have noticed a complete lack of native life on this planet outside of the hostile monsters. Luckily, I have a solution. If you provide some mob essence and the correct ingredients, I can create the animals you want. These quests are repeatable. So, the lowly chicken is where this all starts. Note, these quests are QDS only. Manual submit will not work. So, we need some mob essence. So, we don't have mob essence. We need to get our mob grinder up and running in order to do that. So, yeah, I think we're pretty well stuck on our quest for the moment. I think I'm going to stop here for a little bit and take a look at how long the episode is running, and we'll go from there. Well, guys, we are most definitely out of time for today, so if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give a thumbs up. It helps more than you know. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!